Greetings, Basandawana. I am back with another installment of the Lokwana, bringing you the preview of our round of 16 fixture as we host a very tricky and well coached Marumo Gallants side on Saturday, 8 o'clock at the Lucas Muripe Stadium. Man, in the last few previews, I haven't had the opportunity to welcome our new signings. We recently acquired two Portuguese guys that we hope will add value. We've seen one play and we are yet to see another, man. So let me take this opportunity to welcome our new signings in Nuno Sanch, not Santos. He said in the video that he was announcing that that's how you pronounce his surname. So it's Nuno Sanch, as well as Miguel Resinho, the little king. So yeah, man, just wanna welcome those guys, man, to the club. Wishing them all the best of luck. Sanch looks he looks like a ball. I mean, he looks like that. Ceiling razor that I mentioned, was it last week or the week before last when I did the preview that I felt like we needed a marquee signing, a ceiling razor. Man, he looks like one. He is a baller. I've been really, really impressed with this guy. He can pick a pass, man. Technical abilities on another level. So, yeah, man, welcome to him. And hopefully, Resino is as good as Sanch, man. If they are both that good, man, I think this will really, really help our team and help us win all these trophies that we would like or set out to win this season, man. Let me also take this opportunity and wish Emmanuel Sundown stalwart in Mutobi Mvala, man, who recently went under the knife. I think Coach Miguel Cardoso mentioned this in one of the post-match press conferences that Mutobi has had to have an op on his knee, man. So let me take this opportunity to wish him a speedy recovery, man. The last few months have been really, really tough on Mutobi, man. Really sad to see him not being able to help the team. And we know that Mutobi really, really wants to help the team. I think last season he only played 4 league games, and yeah, man, all these stop starts that he suffered in the last few months, you can only but wonder what these injuries and setbacks are doing to him psychologically, man. So yeah, man, hopefully he makes a full and speedy recovery, man. We really, really need Suarez, not just because of his quality on the pitch, but his leadership skills as well. He's one of the senior players in our team, man. Like I said, we are playing the Carling knockout. And yeah, last season we were the losing finalists and we lost embarrassingly in Bloemfontein to an 11-game-old Magesi FC, man. That was embarrassing, And yeah, I think this season is a must that we go a step further. And that means we have to win the trophy this season. It really is a must that we win this trophy. And to be honest, the fact that our last triumph in a cup competition in South Africa was in the 2021-2022 season in the Nedbank Cup, where we, funny enough, beat the very same Marumo Gallants 2-1 in Rustenburg, man. It doesn't sit well with me, man. The amount of investment, the quality of players that we have at Sundowns, man, we shouldn't be going such a long time without winning any domestic trophies, man. It is embarrassing, to be honest. So we really, really need to change this. Sundowns needs to be in the final on the 6th of December and not just be there, but win this trophy, man. It's time these guys put a domestic trophy on the table, man. So hopefully we go a step further and win this trophy, man. We are playing against a Marumo Gallant side that has impressed me a lot. But what has impressed me the most is their coach, their very young coach, man. Alexandra Lafi. He is 28 years old. 11 years his senior, man. And I must say, I have been really impressed, and I think he's a damn good coach. Like I've enjoyed watching Marumo Gallants and this season. Like the things that have impressed me the most about him is that he has clear ideologies, man. You watch Marumo Gallants, you see what this guy is trying to achieve. How his team builds up from the back. The triangles that they form. How the two midfielders, the double pivot. Helps the team in their build-up phase. How Stolle and Kanak Stolle Lemang in their midfield, man, and Hlapom, and how they always avail themselves and from those triangles that I spoke about. Like I've been really, really impressed how they press teams, man. It's there are teams that press for the sake of pressing. No, their plan when it comes to pressing is very clear, and it is well orchestrated, man. Like there's a shape to that, I've been really, really impressed with these guys, and the different approaches that he uses from game to game. He doesn't use the same approach each and every game. The approach that he used against Pirates when they beat Pirates a few weeks ago was totally different to how he approached the game against us in the league. Against Pirates, he went on a low block and tried to use transition. Against us, he pressed, high up, against Siwelele. What impressed me the most was the build-up, their build-up phase, man. It was, it is so beautiful to watch, And the other thing that has impressed me about this guy is his ability to improve players, So big ups to him, and he's doing a stellar job. And for the management of Marumo Gallants to have entrusted such a young guy with their club, and I don't think they will regret it. So far, so good. I've been really, really impressed by Alexandre Laffy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and yeah, man. Hopefully, this week he doesn't have his plans or his plans don't go accordingly, man. Because if they do, man, I think it will be a tricky fixture, man. What do I expect from this game, man? I expect a much improved performance from Sundowns, and I want to see corrections from the first game that we played against these guys. I want to see something totally different. I want to watch that game and say, okay, I see that we learned from 1, 2, 3, and this is how we are trying to rectify that, And I spoke about their work ethic, man, off the ball. It is crazy. That team is very fit, man. It is very, very fit. They do not stop running, So I've been really, really impressed by their work ethic. The one thing that they did in that game, and they did so well, was to shut down Allende and Mokoena, make it nearly impossible for us to build up through them, like they didn't want to allow Mokoena on the ball as well as Allende, And Ron, who played as a false nine, was pinned on Mokoena. He didn't give Mokoena a space to breathe, Even when he lost him, man, the number of short sprints that he'd make just to make sure that he doesn't give him room to turn or maybe play a forward pass that will break lanes, man. That was really impressed. I saw how Msenda, me in that game, when we were trying to build up, he would drift inside and make sure that Allende as well doesn't have a room, That really, really impressed me, man. Now they pressed us and nullified us in that game. And I think they will do the same because, to be fair, it worked wonders for them in that game, And like I said earlier on, their press, man, it is beautiful. Man. It is beautiful. I never thought I would watch football and be impressed by movements of the ball the way I've been, like they are in sync, man. Everyone knows where they need to be, They know when to pass on players. They know when to shift and shuffle as a team, and I think they will do that, And in that game, man, there were times in the league game against them, there were times where they were not even scared to press us up, like really, really aggressively with six or so players at times, and you're thinking, why these guys, man, they are so brave, pressing us high with so many players, So, yeah, man, that really impressed me from this side, and I expect to see the same, man. With all these nice things that I've mentioned about them, they're not clinical in front of goal, man. You look at that game, Sandami missed two big chances, man. And then in their game over the weekend against Suwelele, he missed a sitter, man. On Kawatile mo Betwe, I said BTS, and he missed in the last minute where the chance that he should easily be burying, you know. And then there's the Mutloung and Clifford factor. Don't normally start, but when they come on, they become super subs. You know, there's telepathy between the two guys. You can tell, man. Goal and assist in between them in the game against Orlando Pirates and last weekend against Chiefs. You know, so we need to keep an eye on those two guys so that they do not hurt us. You know, in that game, yeah, Ronaldo Bona, yeah, league. Speaking on things that I want to see us rectify in that game, we gave them chances to regroup once we won the ball back, you know, and we gave them a chance to regroup by over circulating the ball, you know, instead of moving it fast and exploiting the vacant spaces that they have left, you know. So on Saturday, I would like to see us rectify that, you know. Once we win the ball, let's move it quickly to a final third and exploit the spaces that they have vacated, you know. I think Ronwen and Nuno Sanch will be very key in our attack, you know, because of how these guys will press us. And with Ronwen being so good on the ball, I think we can bypass their press by using him as a weapon and maybe trying to make sure that Nuno is free, you know, as many times as possible, so that when we bypass their press, Ronwen can find him, and we know, or we've seen that Nuno can pick a pass, you know. So this is one of those games where maybe a goal will come from maybe less than 5 touches from our team, from Ronwen to Nuno and to the final third. I think we can use that as a weapon because, like I said, they press with so many players, you know. As per the clips that I will upload here, at times they use Mabotja in their build-up, you know. He comes inside, he inverts, and he helps them in their build-up. Against us in the league game, Sales fouled him, you know, in that area. And then against Siwelele, he gave away possession. He was dispossessed by Makuani, and Makuani drove with the ball and laid it to Chiefs. Potsani, and Potsani scored. So maybe we can set pressing traps on Mabotja, you know, and try and dispossess him as close to goal as possible, and push and drive and capitalize on those situations, man. Our goal against them came from great rotation, movement, and quick passing that dismantled their shape because they were very well organized. You know, it was not always easy to penetrate them or get behind them. You know, can we have more of the same? Please move the ball as quickly as possible. You know, like I know I spoke about it times over recycling the ball. You know, but I think if we recycle the ball with purpose, with quickness, it's you move or shift players out of their comfort zones, and eventually there will be vacant spaces that will start to appear, you know. And yeah, man, I think that's how, as you can hear, majority of my analysis comes from the game that we played them against them in the league, you know, because I think that's how they will approach the game. But with that said, I think this will suit us because the technical team and the analysis team must have done their homework and realized, okay, this is where we got things wrong. This is where we can head them if they do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Man, there's a point that I made earlier on. Or did I? I'm looking for this thing on my notes, man. Making right decisions after bypassing their press, man. They are very, very aggressive press. We need to make right decisions. There's an instance where They pressed us so aggressively, man, so aggressively with a lot of players. I got nervous, but we were able to bypass that press and we moved the ball to Aubrey. But he made a wrong decision and played a long ball that was eventually cleared instead of bringing the ball inside. I can't remember who we had. I think it was Adams and Sales who were centrally. And if you had played the ball into those spaces, we had a direct route to goal, So we need to make the right decisions once we bypass their very aggressive press, man. So I'll have Williams, Modau, Koza, Cupido, Mudiba, Mukwena, Allende, Sanch, Sales, Matthews, and Reynolds. And I think if we play the way I want us to play, we'll win this game 3-1 and progress to the quarterfinal of this tournament. All the best of luck to the boys, the technical team. Hopefully, it is a good night for us. And yeah, we play good football and win this match and progress. We are off to the, what do you call this, FIFA international break for the next 2 weeks. We won't be available. All the best of luck to Bafana, man. Let's wrap this up and qualify to the FIFA Club World Cup next year, man. So you will see us in 2 weeks' time, and yeah, Rapelang will be back then. And yeah, all the best of luck. I've been rambling for quite some time now. I think this is where I should wrap it. Thank you for watching Masandawana. For those who haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, guys. It doesn't take, all you need to do is just subscribe. Like that's it. Help us grow our numbers and spread the word about the Yellow Corner for those who don't know about us, that we are a YouTube channel, Sundowns supporters, where we preview all Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club matches. Until next time, sharp Masandawana.